Hey guys, it's ExandShadow, and welcome back to Let's Play Trauma Center New Blood. In the last part, nothing important happened. So in this part, I assume something important's gonna happen. I mean, it's the end of the chapter, so usually something important happens, but let's find out.
You wanted to see us?
Yes. I have a favor to ask of you two. Please, have a seat.
Do you mind not getting paid?
Would you mind watching this video?
I'm sorry, I've seen this cat video like 12 times already. It's not funny anymore.
In these times of skyrocketing medical costs, there remains a ray of hope for those in need.
The Pokemon Center will continue to serve your Pokemon free of charge. You, however, are going to have to pay $300 for a Band-Aid. Sucks to be you.
Surgery. We're back again tonight to continue our surprising medical documentary. Welcome to Wish Come True Miracle Surgery.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we know the name of the show, what with the title screen and the announcer saying the name and you saying the name and the gigantic sign in the back. I'm pretty sure we know this place is called Miracle Surgery.
Hello everyone and good evening. My question for you tonight is, are you living healthy lives?
Dude, you're broadcasting to an American audience. What do you think?
Let me compliment you on your work last week. It was inspirational.
Thanks, guy. But it's the patient who's the true hero.
I mean, he did so much work. He sat there on the bench and did nothing while I stabbed him with my shiny things.
I've heard of this show. It's on primetime TV, right?
Yes. They agree to cover all the medical bills, and in return, they broadcast the entire procedure.
Now, I don't really get the thing behind Miracle Surgery. I mean, it's pretty heavily implied that they're actually operating in front of a live studio audience. And now, first thing, why would you want to watch that? Seriously, most people I know are pretty squeamish when it comes to surgery. I mean, I've had a few comments in the comments section saying that they were squeamish about watching the game footage for this, and Trauma Center, I've always felt it was a little bit too shiny for it to really be considered real organs. But you know what? It makes some people squeamish, and I can't blame them for that. So, yeah, would American audiences really watch something like this? And would the audience wouldn't even be able to see what's going on in the surgery itself? And also, of course, there's the obvious health and infection risks by the fact that you've got thousands of fat, smelly, unhealthy, and dirty Americans in a giant, cramped room while you're trying to perform fucking surgery. It's ridiculous. However, it's a pretty low blow to terrible TV on American channels, and since I'm all for taking low blows to terrible TV on American channels, you know what? I'm gonna let this one slide.
Under the scrutiny of the public eye.
You said it, Leo. Please stay tuned. We'll introduce today's patient following the commercial break.
Which will be 12 minutes. Then we will tell you the patient's name, then have another 16-minute commercial break. And then you might be able to see the highlights of the surgery after that, with a little McDonald's watermark in the background. Hey, that's what American Idol taught me that reality TV should look like. So anyway, yeah, Miracle Surgery is just full of bullshit, and they're like, oh, Caduceus doesn't do anything important. Pfft, saving lives from incurable diseases. Who cares about that shit, right?
Secretary of Health and Welfare to crush them.
Crush them?
Because, of course, stopping a TV show that gives patients free health care is a bad thing. Yeah, I think that they're just kind of being petty here. I mean, really, I mean, people make fun of the government all the time on TV, and you can't do anything about that. I don't even know what to think about this.
Take the show off the air. That's a pity. With your skills, I highly doubt you'll lose.
Yep, no way we're gonna lose this. Nuh-uh. And even if I did, I'd just edit it out, so you would never know.
But with Leonardo Bello as your opponent, it won't be an easy victory.
Something about this sort of just bugs me, and Marcus brings it up at one point, but they're treating surgery like it's a fucking football game, and I'm just like, guys, it's surgery. If you want to have your petty little hospital cockfights, that's one thing. But don't put real people's lives into the middle of this. I mean, I signed up for Wish Come True Miracle Surgery because I can't afford a heart operation, right? And then I find out that I'm being used as the guinea pig to test the might of some other doctors that come out of nowhere. I'd be fucking pissed off. I don't want to be used to settle your debates. You do operate on a frog or something. I don't know. Or how about this? Why don't you throw scalpels at each other and the last one standing is the winner? Go with that.
I'm sure you've all seen the previews for tonight's show. So, let me introduce our surprise guest.
Wait a minute. If you've seen the previews for the show, you would know who the guests are. And if you knew who the guests are, then they wouldn't be a surprise. So if you're pretty sure that they've all seen the logic. Though I will say that I love the guy who does Guy Davidson's voice acting. He's just such a perfect, hey there, I'm your crappy announcer. I've got this really obnoxious voice and I just want to punch you in the face. Yeah, I love it. I love that sort of I hate this guy voices. I mean, it's just sort of like Rousseau, where the actor does a very good job at making the character unlikable. And that's why I like the character. I like the character because they're unlikable.
It's the present.
I just realized that I'm very, very weird. Oh well.
Will have served its purpose. Now, let the lesson begin.
Yeah. You're gonna teach us all about surgery. That's why we're doing the operation while you sit on the sidelines and nitpick everything we do.
Is suffering from a very troublesome tumor, and unfortunately, he also has complications with his heart and
You know, I can just imagine Bello sitting in the back room thinking, oh crap, I've got that surgery competition. What do I do? What do I give him? Ooh, I know, let's just find the most difficult operation I can find to give to them. Let's see. Lobotomy, no. Ulcer, no. Ooh, what's that? Complications with heart and chest and all sorts of different problems? Why don't I give that to them? That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, he's just got this slimy demeanor to him. And again, Bello is just the sort of guy who you just want to punch in the face. And I love that. I mean, I don't know if he's based off of any sort of reality TV star, but if he is, well, I want to punch all of them in the face, so, whatever.
This isn't exactly the place for it, but let's begin the briefing.
Yep, they're definitely showing a commercial break, probably for that stupid new McDonald's whatever chicken thing. So, yeah, this patient, well, not the patient, the patient's kind of an ungrateful prick. He's like, I want you to operate on me. I don't care that I'm getting operated on by two highly skilled doctors from the most renowned medical institution in the entire world. But anyway, this operation is just your sort of standard tumor stuff. Or is it? Dun, dun, dun. You'll find out in just a second, so it's not really a big deal. But anyway, this operation, while it isn't too hard, it can catch you off guard if you're not being careful. So don't like take it completely lightly, but it's not anything that'll give you any trouble. Anyway, yeah, Guy's being obnoxious the entire time, so just learn to ignore him. I think there is an option to turn off the voice acting. So if that's really annoying you and really is distracting you, you can turn it off. I mean, you still got to deal with the subtitles. You still got to do some subtitles, but whatever. Anyway, it's your standard tumor, so, you know what, just cut them out. But there are more things that'll pop up soon, so don't think that you're completely off the hook just yet. I mean, again, this is what I love about New Blood. They keep the old operations, but they keep on adding new twists to them. And that's just sort of what I love about this game, is that while you tread some ground, you're always doing something new, even with the stuff you've always done before. They're taking old gimmicks and they're adapting them and changing them and using them in new ways. I know this is sort of a tangent, but if you've got like a platformer and you've got a one-level gimmick, that always sort of bugs me when they never bring it back, because I always like it when they bring back the sort of one-level gimmicks and then use them again. Anyway, after a little bit of time, for some reason the stomach's just gonna suddenly burst into blood. And normally that would be my cue to just stop the operation right there, or to get Bello to help the lazy prick. But nope, you just keep on trucking even though the stomach suddenly exploded in blood. But whatever. Anyway, now when Elena says that the white cell count jumps, that's pretty much your cue to go back to old areas and check to see if tumors spontaneously formed. Don't think that I don't think that tumors are do work like that in real life, but whatever. And anyway, for some reason our drill is broken. Now, I understand what they were trying to do here. Like, seriously, I really do. Like, you know, the sort of under stress, things not going right feeling. But you can't do anything until the drill gets back. Not the drill. Why am I calling it the drill? You can't do anything until the drain gets back. So, until your drain gets fixed, you are just sort of stalling for time, using the stabilizer to keep your vitals up. It just seems very redundant to me, so... And also, really, Bello? You give me bullshit equipment too? God fucking damn it, how terrible is this show? Unsafe environment, distracting audience, and equipment that sucks ass. How did this show get popular in the first place? How did this show get popular in the first place? After tonight's American Idol, come watch Miracle Surgery, where you get to see tons of bloods and guts and gores as we take out parts of the body that shouldn't be there. Fun for the family. Bring your kids, they'll love it. Well, whatever. Anyway, besides the blood, this mission isn't too bad. I mean, there are some annoying parts. Like, this is another mission where you gotta watch out for the heart rate. If you start fibrillating, you gotta stop, which, as I brought up before, just kind of a waste of time. However, just like the pus in other missions, if blood's forming in just sort of a general area, that's your cue to look in that area for a tumor, so at least you're not searching around for them. Oh, and you might have noticed that a few times in this mission my little pad has fallen off. That's because sometimes when you burn a small tumor, it will actually bleed a lot of blood, which will make the pad fall off. So, I don't actually know what makes the pools of blood appear when you're burning small tumors, but, whatever. But overall, again, the vitals drop pretty fast in that mission, especially during the parts where there's lots of blood. But overall, it's a pretty standard procedure, and it's all stuff that you've done before. So it's nothing too bad. It's just if you get overconfident, you might lose. So keep that in mind as you're playing. But anyway, let's see what I got. Probably a C. Yeah, a C. I really don't remember what my rankings are, so I am guessing when I'm doing that.
First, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Alvarez on a successful operation.
Way to sit there on that hospital bed and do absolutely fucking nothing except almost die.
What do you mean by that?
I would have been able to complete the operation in 3/4 the time, reducing the amount of bleeding.
If, of course, I was allowed to use my own high-grade operation tools, which include the state-of-the-art drain that won't break. So yeah, Bello, he's full of bullshit. And, oh, dude, really? 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 Do you know all sorts of the logic problems with this sort of competition you're, suggesting here? Really? Okay. Basically, what Bello said was, I think I could have done a better job. I'll prove it. Let's get 2 patients with the same condition and operate on them at the same time. Now, if you don't think about that, it makes sense, okay? You know, it's just same patient, you do the operation, there you go. But however, even if 2 patients have the same condition, they have it in different stages. Even if you're in the same general stage, one's always going to be slightly more severe than the other. No 2 patients are really identical. I mean, let's just say that they're doing another tumor operation. In order for you to do a tumor operation, it would have to be the same body type, same race, same gender, same general age, and same disease in the same level of progression. Which means that you would need to, let's just say that it's an Asian girl. You would need to find 2 Asian girls between the same general age range, so let's just say 19. 2 Asian girls around age 19 who are of the same body type and have the same tumor disease at the same level of progression. If you really want it to be fair, and even then there's differences. This competition sucks. This is not a good way to measure operation skill. I mean, really. God, Bello, you're such a fucking moron. And again, everybody loves him because, you know, it's American TV. So, you know, I should expect that. I shouldn't be mad. It's just, the lapses in logic here just make me want to shoot a puppy.
The endothelialized cells are perfect for the operation. Ordinarily, they'd take a month to produce, but our technology lets us make them in 10 days.
Maybe that money is actually being used for something. Maybe that enormous budget you keep on whining about actually does some good for the world, Leonardo Bello. You actually think about that?
Having these will be reassuring.
I'm sorry, Valerie, but this is a good opportunity to sway public opinion in our favor.
Yes, let's campaign for our for the public's goodwill while we're on a program where everybody who watches hates us.
Well then.
Seriously, that's like trying to put a Barack Obama ad on Fox News. It's a waste of time and money.
The time has finally come. A moment of truth. For the first time on national television, not just one, but 2 operations will be broadcast live.
You know, guy, that really isn't as exciting as you're making it out to sound.
Team Caduceus. As we near the start of the competition, what's going through your head, Leo?
Did I give them the crappy equipment? I mean, I hope that the patients make it through okay. Yes, that's what I was thinking. And nothing else.
Gentlemen, don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this.
Like this Burger King commercial.
With Team Caduceus. I must say, you look really determined today.
I really like your new art slide. Oh, wait, same art slide. Never mind.
We're calm and focused. We're concentrating on the procedure, not worrying about the competition.
Says you, Valerie. I'm pretty sure Elena has bets on Bello. For the record, $20 on Bello. Loser gets to buy me lunch.
Each of today's patients suffers from aneurysms in their large intestine. This is an unprecedented opportunity to see America's best doctors live in action.
Or, well, think about it. You get the opportunity to see America's best doctors every week live in action. You broadcast this show every week. Dr. Leonardo Bello is considered one of the world's best doctors. You just broadcasted something with Team Caduceus, and you just said they're one of the world's best doctors. You already... God, you suck. And that's why I love you. You make fun of the American reality shows so well. Also, rest of the world, please tell me you have as terrible reality shows as we do, because I don't want you to miss out on the torture either.
Are you okay, Val?
Yes, I'm fine. Concentrate. Stay calm.
Oh shit, too calm, I accidentally activated my healing touch off. Fuck. Don't have that anymore. Oh well. So anyway, this is just another aneurysm operation. Really, nothing too special. Though there is a new twist to it, so there's that, I guess. So anyway, yeah, Marcus. Really, actually, aneurysms is one of the occasions where Valerie might be more useful, because Valerie has the ability to lower vitals. Not lower vitals, keep vitals from lowering. So if your aneurysms are all about to burst, you know, you could just sort of let them burst with Valerie, but again, you get more points for actually curing them, so Marcus is usually just the way to go. For me, anyway. So anyway, yeah, aneurysm's still the same as when you were operating on the brain guy. It's the same basic procedure. The fact that you're on the small intestine has nothing to do with how it works. So, but however, there is a new component to this. Now we've got the big aneurysm, which is how they sort of up the ante with the aneurysm procedure in this game. Basically, it's a bigger aneurysm. Well, no duh. But anyway, they pop a little bit quicker, so you want to focus on them first. Now, you start off the procedure pretty much the same as normal, you know, sedative, scalpel, forceps, drain. However, once you get that part done, you need to take the artificial drain that who's it's called? Oh God, I suck. Wow. Yep. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. Anyway, jump cut! So, anyway, what you need to do is you just need to use the forceps to place the artificial vein into the wound. However, it needs to be angled the right way, sort of like the bones from the bone reconstruction procedure. So what you need to do basically is just use your wrist to rotate the artificial vein into the spot. And you know what? It's really not that bad, despite what my fuck up the first time was. It's just a very simple procedure, even with the new aspect to it. So it's really not that big of a deal, and I enjoy it. However, if I'm going to get sidetracked for a bit, Under the Knife 2 was Under the Knife 2. Which is pretty much the sequel to Under the Knife. Now, I should mention that Under the Knife is basically the same game as Second Opinion. But Under the Knife 2 for the DS is essentially Operation procedure-wise, just a portable New Blood. You know, it's a lot of the missions from Trauma Center New Blood, but done on the portable screen, so you know, touch screen controls. And they bring back this aneurysm component with the artificial vein. However, because you can't really rotate with the touch screen, you just sort of drag and drop it. And I always thought that was just kind of lame. I mean, the whole point of the artificial vein was that you had to rotate your hand quickly in order to get the sorry, I'm bad at talking. In order for the artificial vein to have its challenge, you needed to be able to rotate your hand quickly. And in this in Under the Knife 2's case, you know, if you're just gonna be able to drag and drop it, then what's the point of even having it there? Just do a normal aneurysm mission and be done with it. Ey. But, yeah, whatever. Under the Knife 2, my least favorite game in the series. Even more than Under the Knife 1. Which is just kind of blah. Second Opinion's a much better game. And Second Opinion isn't as good as this game, which is tied with Trauma Team. There, now you know my opinions on Trauma Center. But, it's just Under the Knife 2, the story was lame, and the guilt was lame, and the operations just weren't as fun. I like the Wii control scheme a little bit better. I don't know. I mean, I know you can technically be a little bit more precise on the touchscreen, but I just think that I can move faster with the laser pointer. I like the laser pointer a little bit better. I feel a little bit more involved. And also, though this is just my own personal preference, I really don't like having my hands in front of the touchscreen for touchscreen games. It's just whenever I'm using my my stylus, you know, my hand is going to always be blocking part of the screen, so, you know, it's really annoying. Just like, if there's something in the bottom right of the screen, I might not be able to see it all the time because, you know, I'm moving my hand around, suturing and shit. It's just, I just prefer the touchscreen. I just prefer the IR controls, not the touchscreen controls. I don't like the touchscreen controls as much. But anyway, let's get back on topic now, shall we?
Since it was taking so long.
Dude, we got rid of that operation in like 3 minutes. That's the world's shortest operation. Even simple operations take like an hour or two in the real world.
Some highlights from Dr. Bellow's operation.
You've got the touch? You've got the power? Wait, what? Huh? How did you record the star? You can't see that. I thought that only the doctor who was operating saw the star. I don't even think you need to use the star. That's just a bullshit concentration thing that Derek used. I mean, I understand keeping it the same for gameplay purposes, but why do you show the star? It's gameplay and story segregation aside. Oh, look at that! Another fucking doctor has the healing touch. Do they just give these out at free samples now? Is this just like, here, try our new chips, try our new hot dogs, try our new healing touch. It allows you to save the lives of everybody you meet. Wow! Whoop-de-doo!
You're right, Marcus.
And how do Marcus and Valerie even be slower than Bello to begin with? You've got 2 doctors operating when he's got 1. Logic dictates that the 2 people are going to be faster unless Bello is just this sort of superhuman. And what is his healing touch ability? Is it slowing down time? Why is everyone slowing down time? Ugh. Why does everyone have this stupid ability? I'm glad they took it out in Trauma Team. Yeah, I said it. I'm glad they took it out in Trauma Team. CRS-01's a much more badass doctor than pretty much every other doctor in the series, and he doesn't even have the fucking healing touch. The only doctor without it.
Sterilize operating room 3. Oh, sorry. I'll do it right away.
Sorry, you've been fired. We had to operate on an emergency patient in there, and he died because he got infected. Yeah, fired. You suck, Elena.
Everyone down. Where are the doctors? The director asked to see them.
Ooh, they're in trouble.
In these times of skyrocketing medical costs, there remains a ray of hope for those in need.
Dude, just fast forward past this part. I mean, really. I always fast forward through the theme song of everything I record.
Wish come true, miracle surgery.
How can you stand to watch that?
I'm not watching it because I want to.
Well, actually, you kind of do want to, because you want to see what's going on. So yeah, you're watching it because you want to, not because you want to enjoy the content, but you're watching it because you want to know what's going on. So technically, you do want to watch it, kind of, a little bit. It's not. I mean, it's not like that they're doing a Clockwork Orange on you.
On miracle surgery. Seeing you perform that operation on national television really inspired me.
I'm going to stab people on TV, myself. Anybody can do that if you think about it.
Or is this another challenge?
Keep reading. I'm afraid it's more serious than that.
What you encountered at Concordia was care.
So now we finally start getting names for our stigma operations. Care was the Kiriaki ripoff that we did when we operated on Professor Wilkins, and Soma was the sort of gassy blob thing that we already did. Now we're doing ops now, so that's actually really, really interesting, I guess.
Professor Wilkins?
We've contacted.
But yeah, yes, a death threat on a. I don't get this. Death threat on a TV show, and they're not taking it seriously. If you just say the word die on TV and you get, like, lynch mobbed, I don't understand this TV station. I mean, death threats, death threats, nah, we can handle that. 2 operations at once, totally fair. Operations in an unsanitary environment, not a problem. I'm not even sure I want to save this asshole. I mean, really, if he trusted Bello with his life, he must be some sort of idiot. I mean, what does he watch after miracle surgery? Big Brother? Please tell me it's not Jersey Shore.
What is this focus? My healing touch. Healing touch.
You can only use it once per operation, man. Sorry. Sucks to be you.
I can't anymore.
It's almost like operating in a high stress environment like being recorded on TV might have a negative impact on your operational skills. Who'da thunk?
Himself too hard. I guess he doesn't know his own limit. Make sure you take good care of him.
Yep, I'll take good care of him. Throws in dumpster. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, young girl. Of course she watches bullshit on TV. Not sure I want to save her, but lawful good, I guess I have to. Anyway, Operation Black Ops. Okay, I'll stop calling it that. Ops is actually one of the more I don't want to say hard operations, because I never really have a problem with it, but it's definitely one of the operations that takes a lot of focus. You definitely need to be paying attention and you need to be on top of your game, but really, you really shouldn't have a problem as long as you're quick. But you know me, I'm not going to have a problem with this at all. Right? Right? Actually, I died 27 times and I cut them all off screen. Just kidding, I didn't do that. I only died 23 times. So yeah, Marcus is finally saying something reasonable. He's just like, oh, shut the fuck up, that's not why we're here. Really, I swear, that's not why we're here. Revenge has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. Though I wouldn't mind kicking Bello in the face a few times. So anyway, because Bello started the operation, I do like this attention to detail here where we don't actually have to open up. But anyway, this is Ops. Ops is, well, it's mostly just that big little blue, spiky green thing in the middle. But I assume it also counts the little globs of gas in the middle. I mean, around the outside, I'm sorry. Ops' core is the blue thing in the center, while the gas on the outside is the... I guess it's just the border, but... whatever. Anyway, multitasking is the key to this boss fight. Well, I wouldn't say it's a boss fight, but it's the key to this operation. Basically, what you need to do is you need to keep everything from touching the center core. And you also need to keep on zapping the core with the laser the entire time. The little blue things that keep on shooting out, you can just suck up with the drain, no problem. You know, just drain, they'll go away relatively quickly. Red lumps and those little star-shaped things are a different story, however. And those need to be zapped away with the laser, which obviously takes a little bit more time, and you need to be a little bit more precise. Also, it will eat up your laser usage, because if you use a tool for too long, it'll overheat and break for a little bit if you're not careful. And you definitely don't want your laser to overheat, because then you won't be able to stop any projectiles heading towards the core. But really, this is just a matter of multitasking here, where you just need to keep your eye on anything that might be coming relatively close to either of the cores, because it splits, as you see now. But as long as something is not even remotely close to the core, zap them. And if something is going close to the core, take care of that right away. It's just a matter of keeping your eye on multiple things at once. So it's really not too hard, I find. I mean, I've always sort of been good at doing multiple things at once, I guess. Okay, maybe that's not true. I've always been good at paying attention to multiple things at once. That's why I've always been able to play video games and read books in school. I could sort of kind of pay attention to what's going on in the class, so if the teacher asks a question, I can usually bullshit an answer pretty well. But in this case, it's more just I can take care of the stuff flying at the core relatively well, so yeah, it's no real big deal. After the core's been done, it will explode, destroying the small intestine, or maybe not, even though it should. But now, yes, we did good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing on that operation, and we saved the patient. Whoop-de-fucking-do. And look at that chain bonus, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can get a pretty high chain bonus when you're going up against Ops, just because you're doing so many things at once. I can imagine that operation would be a little bit easier if you had a friend with you in co-op, just because you could have one focus on attacking the cores at all times, while you have another one taking care of the other things flying at them. So, you know, I can imagine that that would be fun doing co-op. I've never actually played co-op with anyone before, not even like when I had a friend over, so, you know, that might be something interesting to try out one time. And an A, really? I deserved an S for that shit.
New stars have been born right before our very...
Give me that mic.
You see, it would have been funny if we could see her pushing her, but whatever. Anyway, we sorta get new artwork. Kinda. I mean, Valerie's got a microphone in her hand, I guess. They're blatantly reusing that picture of Marcus, though. And, Valerie, are you sure you're qualified to... Well, not so qualified, but are you sure you're allowed to talk about stigma right now? I mean, I'm pretty sure that you weren't given the okay to talk about it right about now. I'm pretty sure that you might get in trouble for doing that. I mean, I know that they saw stigma on TV, but you could just say it's a mysterious new disease. Diseases like this are the sort of stuff that Caduceus is fighting to protect us all from. You know, that would make sense, but you don't need to say stigma. That's kind of a dumb move, I just have to say. But whatever. Yes. But anyway, as for the miracle surgery subplot, it does actually impact the plot in a couple of slight ways, so while it's still sort of filler, I still enjoy it. But anyway, next time, I don't remember what happens, but it'll be fun, I promise. I'm ExandShadow, and I'll see you guys later.